Just letting you know, this is only my spoiler first impressions of the episode. Check my pinned comment for a free gift related to this video. And to watch my unfiltered reactions with exclusive bonuses, join my Ashamoji TV club. The link is in the description box below. Now, here's my afterthoughts of this episode of Supernatural.
Oh boy, but it was quite entertaining on some levels and, of course, very cringy on others. No need to pick much of a scene, except for, I will say, the end where he does mention Metatron. I mean, that's your way to kind of be like, hey, SPNers, if you want to get back on track, this is where we're going for the next episode. So at least I know episode 21 is going to touch back on with Metatron and all his craziness. All right, I guess there's not much more to say except for now I know the actor that my friend was referring to, and it's not my favorite actor, Nathaniel Bozolik. It's not my favorite actor, but I do love the character of Cole Michelson that he plays on the originals. The originals is my number one favorite vampire, werewolf, and witches type of TV show combined. It's my favorite at the top there. Followed by Angel, and then last, and third, in terms of vampire specifically, stuff is the Vampire Diaries. And it's not Buffy, because Buffy, in my opinion, is not vampire-centric. It's based on the Slayer lore more than anything. Anyways, all right. Let's get back to this. So, I understand what they were trying to do, and I think the premise is very, especially, what was this, from 2012 or 13-ish at that time? And I have to go back and check. I'll check for myself, so don't worry about writing in too much commentary about it, unless you want to. I can't stop you. But I'm just going to go double check, because at that time, at the beginning stages of the original series, the character that Nathaniel plays in there, Cole, there was a departure. He's a supporting character, right? That was very in and out of the story, and I guess Nathaniel wanted a lead role, and this was his opportunity with the possible spinoff of whatever show this would have become. And as I said, I think the premise is pretty interesting. Yeah, cliche, the 5 families and the warring bloodline nonsense, and you've got the whole Romeo and Juliet scenario. But really think about it, right? If it did pick up and it was better quality and all that, it would have been cool to see them tackle the possibility of a shapeshifter and a werewolf, getting together, having some shifted babies. Because essentially, werewolves do shape shift in some form. In the supernatural, it's a little different than from other stuff I've seen, but I think the premise is understandable. Aside from some really bad performances and some terrible lines, aside from that, and mind you, again, I'm just going to repeat myself so that you understand this negative that I'm going to say is I am a fan of Nathaniel Bozolik. I am. The guy who plays, oh my gosh, I don't remember his name right now. So I'm going to say the black guy. I'm so sorry. His name just completely escaped me. Anyway, his performance, I mean, they're both good-looking people. A lot of good-looking, the whole damn show is full of good-looking people. So it's like, his performance and Nathaniel's performance, I think, really did not help to cement this episode at all. In fact, it made it worse. So casting-wise, in terms of talent, it's disappointing, especially that I think Nathaniel does a pretty decent job in the OG. But in this, I don't know. So all I could think of is not only did they not get perhaps enough time to develop a really good script, but maybe not enough money with the budget, because that whole werewolf scene with the girl, that was so visually terrible, and corny as hell. But at that time, I mean, I can't remember what it was like for TV, so it's, it's kind of unfair to some degree, my criticism right now, because I have to keep in mind what time frame this was being shot and what was considered stylized TV for that network at that time. So, take my words for nothing. I understand if you take it for nothing. That's fine. But yeah, performances did not help this episode. Writing, And the that one scene with the brother telling the sister, "You're just the biatch of the family." Oh my God, that just was not necessary. Like, if you really wanted to, I don't know, if you really wanted to point the fingers at a narrative, that didn't help. That didn't help. That's the best way I can put it. And the biggest thing for me that just threw it out the window 100% was the baddie in the end. I am not believing until you convince me. I'm going to leave it up to you, viewer, okay, to convince me. You know, how is this one human guy with no superpower, like, or something, and he just has Freddy Krueger claws, and he's going about very swiftly, quickly killing off supernatural people? I mean, he took down an entire room. So unless he took some super juice, I don't know about, and they didn't really elaborate on, that makes no sense. It's beyond unbelievable. And I think what could have possibly saved it, in terms of just, you know, keeping my attention on the whole thing, is if it was a different creature altogether. Like, this would have been an opportunity to not only say, okay, we've got these 5 families, but here's this whole new creature, a whole new lore that would have been specifically related to that show if it became a spinoff, that you can now dive into as being enemy number 1 for this group of people. And Sam and Dean would have worked out something where that boy they left behind would have, I don't know, been a part of something. I don't know. I know it's not a favorite for many of you, and for some of you who do possibly maybe enjoy the entertainment value, the comedic value of it, like I did, you know, let me know your thoughts. So there you have it. That's my reaction to episode 20. I'm trying to think, like, should I even bother mention any scenes? There's not much really to mention, except for that scene really at the beginning when the brother changed his hair color like that. So there you have it. That's my reaction to episode 20. I look forward to reading your comments about this episode and anything you want to share about it. And let me know, was this supposed to possibly be produced by Ackles and, like, would Jensen and Jared be, like, executive producers on this show? Because I think I was told that they've made multiple attempts to have spin-offs, and then the Winchesters TV show that's coming out this year is the one that actually got the green light to go into production. So fill me in on those behind-the-scenes stuff. I don't mind that if you want to. And if you want access to my full reaction to this episode, if you're just curious, you know, what got me chuckling, what got me cringing, details on how to join my club and get access to my full reactions to Supernatural, uncut, unfiltered, with extra stuff for club members only, is in the description box below for you to check out, as well as details on how you can support this channel if you don't want to be a club member, but you do want to help me grow here on YouTube and be more consistent and add more videos. But regardless of all of that, until my reaction to episode 21, people, I am tuning out and peacing out. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.